trusted love like it knew the way, like it wouldn't lead me astray. I gave my heart without a shield, believed in everything I felt. I thought forever had my name, thought pain was just a passing phase. I built my world on what we had, didn't know love could turn this sad. I stayed when doubt was screaming loud. I chose us when I felt left out. Love failed me when I needed it the most. I held on tight to something gone, to a fading ghost. Love failed me, left me here with broken dreams. I gave my all, I gave my soul. Love failed me. Said you love me like you meant it, I believed you never questioned. I ignored the cracks I saw, said it's fine and moved along. You walked away without regret, like I was easy to forget. I stayed behind with all the pain, asking what I did to deserve this fate. I fought for us, I fought alone. You let go and called it grown. Love failed me in the quiet after you, when every promise fell apart and nothing felt true. Love failed me. I was loyal, I was real, I gave you everything I had, and you couldn't feel. Maybe love just isn't kind, maybe it leaves the faithful behind, or maybe I just love too deep and paid the price I couldn't keep. Love failed me, but I didn't fail in love. I stayed honest, stayed soft, even when it hurt enough. Love failed me, but I'll heal eventually. I lost you, yes, but I found the truth. Love failed me. Love failed me. If loving you is my crime, then love failed me. Not my heart. You held my hand like you were sure, like I was all you were waiting for. You said my name like it was home, now I say it here alone. You painted futures in the dark, promised me a fragile heart. I believed every word you said, didn't know love could turn like this instead. You looked at me and swore it was real. I fell forever in the way you feel, but you changed your mind, left me behind, like loving me was a waste of time. One minute I was your everything, now I'm just a memory you don't explain. You changed your mind. Eyes, just a goodbye with empty eyes. I replay every laugh we had, searching for where it all went bad. Did I love too deep, hold too tight? Was I wrong for staying every night? You said nothing's wrong, just give it time. While you were already crossing lines, I fought for us, you pulled away. You were leaving long before that day. You let me hold when you were done. I was still holding on. You changed your mind, left me to bleed like I was never what you need. I begged for truth, you chose goodbye. You didn't even try to lie. You changed your mind. I lost my place in the comfort of your face. I'm still here, broken in two, trying to understand, losing you. Maybe someday you'll miss my name, the way I loved you without shame. When someone leaves the way you did, you'll feel the hurt you never did. You changed your mind, I changed inside. Lost my life just trying to survive. I gave you love, I gave you faith. You gave me pain I still can't erase. You changed your mind. I stayed the same, still whispering you in the rain. If love was real, if you were true, you wouldn't leave me like you do. I would've stayed, I would've tried, but you changed your mind. But you changed your mind. I gave you my nights, no credit pays. Every dream I was afraid to say. I gave my truth to fit your face. Called it love, watched myself fade. Oh, you went like it was mine, carrying the storms through every season. I kept believing pain was proof that loving you had a reason. I emptied my hand just to hold you close, and still you slipped away. Love took everything, left me here in pieces. Stole my faith in forever, and our reasons. Love took everything and walked away clean. You left with my heart and all my dreams. I chose you over the hours, over the voice inside my chest. And how to smile through the cracks and follow survival my best. I stay when leaving emotions Told myself this was what loving, but love shouldn't feel like holding blood. Just to say you never left, I played the part you never knew, and never asked to play. Love took everything, every part of me. I gave you my whole world, you gave me maybe. Love took everything, even my name. I don't recognize the mirror since you walked away. Maybe I loved you past the warning signs, past the ones I should have drawn. I thought if I gave enough for myself, you'd finally hold on. I don't regret the love I gained, I regret how much I lost. Trying to save a sinking ship, no matter the cost. Love took everything, left me alive. I'm standing in the ruins, learning how to survive. Love took everything, but not my truth. I lost myself loving you, now don't find me too. If love ever knocks again, I'll answer differently, with open hands and empty words. Love took everything. I saw the cracks before the fall, heard the goodbye inside your sighs. I kept believing love would call you back to me, back to us, back to try. I carried us through every doubt, spoke the words you couldn't say. I begged the silence to speak up, but you just let it fade away. I would have stood in any storm if you had met me there. You didn't fight for me when it got hard to stay. You let the distance win and watched us slip away. You didn't fight for me when I was on my knees. I gave you all of me, you didn't fight for me. I learned your fears, your breaking points, held you when you lost your ground. I asked for effort, not perfection, but you never turned around. You said love shouldn't hurt this much, like pain was my mistake. But love hurts worse when one heart's trying and the other chooses escape. I was ready to bleed for us, you were ready to leave. You didn't fight for me when it got hard to stay. You let the distance win and watched us slip away. You didn't fight for me when I was on my knees. I gave you all of me, you didn't fight for me. Yeah, yeah. Maybe love isn't about holding on when only one hand is reaching. I mistook silence for patience and hope for something worth keeping. I don't hate you, I just ache for the love you wouldn't save. For every time I begged for truth and you walked away. You didn't fight why I finally let it be. Remember this, I didn't leave, you just didn't fight for me. You just didn't fight for me. We said forever you were safe, like love could never run away. Your eyes once looked at me like home. Now I sleep here all alone. We built our world on fragile ground. Hearts too loud, words too soft to sound. I reach for you, you pulled away. I felt it coming, still I stayed. I try to hold what could it be. You were already leaving me. Love didn't stay, sucked on my hands. They stand in the rain, they were spoken plans. I beg for time, you need a space. Love didn't stay, so my name would get was wrong. But we've been broken all alone. I gave my heart, you took the pain. The love didn't stay. You stopped believing in us, stop trying, stop trusting love. It's out and said what words wouldn't say. You were gone before you walked away. I watched you fade right in front of me. Still hoped you fight, still hoped you'd see. Thought I loved you through the cold delay, while your love slowly decayed. I held the line, you cut it clean. You're left without a memory. Love didn't stay, it learned how we. You let it die still quietly, but still right there, watched it break. Love didn't stay. You turned your back when all we made, like it was easy, like it was fake. I gave you truth, you gave me blame. Then love didn't stay. Maybe love just wasn't enough, or maybe I loved you too much. Some hearts, when things get hard, so hearts they fall apart. Love didn't stay, but I still be through every crack, through every sin. I lost myself along the way. Love these days, if loving you was all I know, and losing you was losing truth, I whispered hope, you walked away. Love didn't stay, I'm still here where you left me. Love didn't stay. While you were counting all the ways to go, I was praying you still choose me though. You said my name with half a heart, already drifting, already apart. I felt the distance in your touch, but I stayed quiet, I stayed in love. You looked away, I held on tight, loving you in the losing fight. You were slowly letting go. I was the last one to know. I was still choosing you, through the silence, through the truth. When the room felt cold and new, I was still choosing you. When your words stopped meaning more, when you stood halfway out the door, even breaking it, even bruised, I was still choosing you. You stopped asking how my day had been, stopped trying, stopped checking in. I noticed every little sign, but I convinced my heart we'd be fine. You said I'm tired, not I'm gone, so I stayed strong and carried on. You were already saying goodbye, I was still fighting to survive. You found freedom in the end, I lost myself just trying to bend. I was still choosing you, when it hurt to tell the truth, when love felt one-sided and used. I was still choosing you, when hope was thin, when faith was worn, when every promise felt torn. I stayed loyal, I stayed true, I was still choosing you. Maybe loving you was my mistake, or maybe I love more than you could take. If loving deeply means I lose, I still make the same choice, choose you. I was still choosing you, when you were already choosing someone new. I held us together with nothing to prove. I was still choosing you. Now I'm standing here alone, learning how to let you go. If loving you is what I do, then I was still choosing you. Even when you walked away, my heart stayed and chose you anyway. You ran to me when the world was loud, when your hands were shaking, your head bowed. I knew the weight behind your eyes, held you together when you fell apart. I learned your fears before you spoke, stayed through every aftershock. I was the calm you needed then, but never the one you choose in the end. And I gave you shelter from the rain, while I stood out there feeling the same. I was your safe place when you were breaking down. I held you close till you could stand your ground. I was your safe place, but not your home. You found your strength and I was left alone. You called my name in your darkest nights, said I was the reason you survived. I stayed awake so you could sleep, carried your hurt so you wouldn't keep. You found your voice, you learned to breathe. While I forgot what I needed, I watched you grow right out of us. And still I stay because I loved. I built you up with borrowed air. You healed in my arms, I disappeared. I was your safe place when you were lost. I paid the price and I paid the cost. I was your safe place, but never your choice. You found your peace, I lost my voice. Maybe love isn't always fair. Maybe I love past my care. I don't regret the nights I stayed. I regret the parts of me I gave away. I don't hate you, I just wish you would stay once you were whole, instead of leaving me with the pieces you outgrew. I was your safe place when you needed one. I stood between you and everything you run from. I was your safe place, now I let it go. I can't keep being shelter for someone who won't say If you ever wonder why I walked away, why I couldn't stay the same, no, I was your safe place, but I need one too someday. I saw the cracks before they broke, felt the truth inside your jokes. Every smile hid a doubt, every weed was wearing out. I heard the silence in your calls, watched your shadow on the walls. I knew you were already gone. Still I held on, still I stayed strong. You were drifting day by day, I was choosing you anyway. I stayed through the pain, through the nights I cried alone, when loving you felt like a war. I was fighting on my own. I stayed through the pain, when you stopped saying my name. Broken pieces I couldn't explain, but I stayed through the pain. You said I'm tired, never why. Looked away when I would try. I carried hope like it was mine, while you were crossing every line. I fixed the things you wouldn't see, took the blame, took the bleed, left when I had nothing left. After I gave you my best, you let go without a sound. I was still holding us together, breaking down. I stayed through the pain, when the love fell one way, when every promise turned to rain. Still I stayed through the pain, while you learned how to leave. I lost myself just trying to be what you needed me to be. scar I stayed, and that says who we are. I stayed strong so you wouldn't fall. Held my tears behind the wall. I listened when your nights were loud, while mine stayed quiet, breaking down. I learned your fears, your doubts, your pain. Told you it'd all be okay. But every time I reached for you, you were too tired to notice me. I was always there when you needed proof, but you never asked if I needed you. I needed you too, but I didn't say a word. I was busy saving you, while my heart went unheard. I needed you too on my weakest nights, but I was always the strong one in your hardest fight. I made room for all your storms, let them live inside my chest. I told myself love meant giving, even when I had nothing left. You leaned on me, I let you, said that's what love should do. But love shouldn't feel this lonely when it's supposed to be two. I carried us through everything, but you never saw what it did to me. I needed you too when I was breaking down, but you were finding yourself while I was barely holding out. I needed you too, but I stayed quiet and strong. I thought if I asked for help, I'd be asking too much, too wrong. Maybe I taught you I didn't need anything by never letting you see that I was drowning just as deep, but hiding it carefully. I don't blame you for not knowing what I never let you see, but it still hurts to realize you never fought for me. I needed you too, and now I finally say I can't keep being your shelter while I'm blowing away. I needed you too, and I deserve that love, not just being your lifeline, but someone you showed up for. If you ever hear this song and wonder what went wrong, no, I didn't stop loving you, I just stopped pretending I was strong. I needed you too. I needed you too. I read between your changing moods, heard the goodbye you never said. You loved me when it was easy, but now when it costs you effort instead. I stayed through all your maybe laters, every promise I've begun I kept waiting for forever, but I guess I wasn't the one. You held my hand, but not my heart. You were already gone. I wasn't the one you fought to keep. I was the place you landed when you couldn't sleep. I wasn't the one you chose to stay. You loved me in the moment, then walked away. I watched you light up in new rooms, laughed away you never did with me. I memorized your silence like it was something I should read. I gave you patience, space, excuses, called it love instead of pain. I kept trying to earn your choosing, but love shouldn't beg to stay. I mistook your comfort for devotion and hope for truth. I wasn't the one you risk it all. I was just someone safe before the fall. I wasn't the one you couldn't lose. You let me love you deeply with nothing to prove. Maybe I love the idea of who you said you could be, and you love the way I stay without asking you to choose me. I don't hate you for leaving. I hate that I stayed so long trying to be unforgettable to someone already gone. I wasn't the one, but I loved like I was. I gave you my heart, no questions, no pause. I wasn't the one, and now I see you didn't lose a love, you just lost to me. If you ever miss the way I cared, I wonder where that love is gone. Remember this, it was real to me, even if I wasn't the one. Your voice still lives in every room, like a ghost I never outgrew. Your side of the bed stays cold, full of stories I never told. You said you needed space to breathe. I gave you trust, you took your leave. I watched you walk without a sound while my whole world was breaking down. You took the light I couldn't see, left me here with a memory. You left me empty, wide awake but numb inside, smiling just to hide the cries. You left me empty. I poured my heart into your hands, you let it fall like it was sand. You didn't look back, didn't see what you did to me. Oh, oh, oh. I still reach for you in my sleep, still break your promises you keep. Your name's a wound I can't erase. Your goodbye never found its place. You said it's better this way, like love's not meant to feel the pain. I stayed faithful to our truth while you were already moving through. I held on longer than I should, believed in us when no one would. You left me empty, you left me empty. No tears left, just quiet screams, haunted by what we left me in, you left me empty, but I'm still breathing through the pain, learning how to feel again. You left me in, you was my mistake, then healing's the choice I'll have to make. I'll find myself eventually, though you left me empty. I loved you with everything in me, that's why you left me empty. You used to look for me in every room, now you don't notice when I'm hurting too. I stand right here, you look right through, like loving me was something you outgrew. I learned to whisper, learn to wait, while you were always running late. Your silence spoke louder every day, that I was slowly fading away. I stayed even when you disappeared, loved you loud, you never heard. You forgot I was there, forgot how much I cared. I held you up when you were breaking, you walked past me never shaking. You forgot I was there, I was drowning in plain sight. I kept choosing you every night, while you forgot I was there. You stopped asking how I feel, stopped pretending love was real. I felt the shift, I felt the cold, watched our story lose its hold. I made excuses just to stay, said it's fine in every way. You said my name like it was wrong, like I've been here too long. That was the last thing on your mind. Oh, you were already saying goodbye. You forgot I was there, like I didn't matter at all. I caught you every time you'd fall. You forgot I was there. I gave you my heart, my trust, my time. You left me behind the moment you tried to live like I was never fair. You forgot I was there. Maybe one day you'll feel this space, when someone leaves without a trace, when love fades quiet and slow. You'll miss the one you didn't hold. You forgot I was there, but I remember everything, every promise, every break, every reason my heart still aches. You forgot I was there, and that's the part that hurts the most. Not losing you, but losing us to the silence you chose. I didn't disappear, you forgot I was there. You packed your words in half-said lines, before the fight. I stood there holding all our years like they still meant something that night. Your footsteps faded down the hall. I felt my whole world crack. I waited for you to turn around, but you never did that. I thought love would slow you down. I thought I was enough to make you stay. You left without looking back, like my heart wasn't in your way, like everything we built together could just be walked away. You left without looking back, and I'm still standing here talking to memories that echo in a house full of fear. I'll replay the last I love you. Wonder if it was a lie, or if it was just easier to leave than to say goodbye. I kept the door locked for days just in case you come home, but silence answered every prayer, and I learned how to be alone. And you chose the road that felt like freedom. I stay where love used to be. You left without looking back, like I never crossed your mind, like the nights I held you breaking were erased from time. You left without looking back, while I'm stuck in the past, trying to understand how love could end this fast. Maybe you had already left long before that night. Maybe I was loving a ghost, trying to keep us alive. I don't hate you for walking away. I hate that you made it look easy, like leaving me behind wasn't something that would haunt you. You left without looking back, and I felt it in my bones. I lost you in a moment, but I'm still losing you alone. You left without looking back. Now I finally see you didn't just walk out that door, you walked away from me. If you ever wonder why I stopped waiting, why I couldn't stay the same, remember the day you walked away without even saying my name. You packed your words in careful lines, like this was something rehearsed. I was shaking in the doorway, trying not to say the words. You spoke like love was finished, like it didn't cost you sleep. I was drowning in the moment, you were already at peace. My world was falling to the floor, yours barely made a sound. You walked away calmly, like nothing here was real, like I hadn't given you every way I feel. You walked away calmly while I came undone. You closed the door so gently, like I was never the one. You said this doesn't change the past, like that was meant to help. But the past was all I had left when you took everything else. didn't raise your voice once, didn't look back to see. I was breaking in the silence, you left so quietly. I was begging with my eyes, you never turned around. You walked away calmly, like you were my home, like loving you didn't teach me how to be alone. You walked away calmly, no tears, no fight. You ended up so softly, it still haunts me every night. Oh, maybe you grieved us long before the moment you let go, and I was still believing in a love you'd outgrown. I wish you had shattered, if only just a bit, so I know it hurt you too when you ended this. You walked away calmly, and I broke inside. You took your peace with you and left me to survive. You walked away calmly, like it didn't matter at all. But I'll always remember how quiet love can fall. If you ever wonder why I couldn't stay your friend, it's because you left so gently. I'm still breaking from the end. I start talking just to see if you'd reach out, notice me. I stay quiet, stay too long, waiting for you to feel me come. I packed my heart without a sound, so slept right there while breaking down. You said my name like everything's fine, didn't hear the goodbye in my mind. I was fading day by day. You never asked me why I changed. You didn't notice me leaving. I disappeared in plain sight. I was still there every evening, but already gone inside. You didn't notice me leaving. I let you go before you know. I learned how to walk away alone. I'm still standing next to you. I gave you signs I couldn't fake. Every breath is hard to take. I stopped fighting, stopped the tears, hoped you'd feel me disappear. You were busy living free, while I was losing parts of me. I stayed loyal, stayed so true, long after you already knew. You said we're fine, you didn't see. I was quietly saying goodbye to me. You didn't notice me leave my love, but I wanted it. I begged for you with no words, but you never listened. You didn't notice me leaving until there was nothing left to say. I better slam my door behind me. I just slowly walked away. Maybe someday you'll feel this space when some unfavorite felt its trace. When love grows quiet and it's too high, you'll understand what I survived. Didn't go to still leaving, but I felt every step I took. I stayed longer than I should've, hoping you'll just look. Didn't notice believing, and it hurts more longer now. But that you let me go, that you never tried. I didn't leave in anger or shame. You just didn't notice me leaving.